I'm doing the no disclaimers book tag now. And the original poster is Michael from Catalyst Reads. I really like his channel. I think you should go check it out. He has a lot of thought-provoking discussion videos, I would say, which I really like. And then the tag actually is from Katie's Books. And she didn't tag me necessarily, but she said, if anyone sees this, do it. And I've been waiting for someone to tag me because I've been wanting to do it. So yes, here we go. Okay, so this is the no disclaimers book tag. So which trope or tropes in books annoy you the most? And I have a lot, actually. And these can be like make or breaks for me. I would have to say insta-love. I think that's, insta-love. Oh, I hate insta-love. It's just very unrealistic. It really turns me off of a book, really, because I just like can't identify with it, maybe. I don't know. I've never been instantaneously in love with somebody. The other one, it kind of goes hand in hand. It's the stupid love triangle. I hate it. Oh my gosh. Unless like one of them dies or one of them turns out to be bad, I'm okay with those, like in Frozen, where Hans turned out to be a bad guy. But like the love triangle, man, it's so gross, and I don't like it. Another one that I really hate don't like is girl hate. I mean, we just don't get to see enough girl love in books that are like just really good friendships. Usually to further the plot, there's a lot of hatred between women, and I just don't like it. Another one, which is very, very subjective, this bothers me to no end, is when people in books, they are going somewhere on an adventure, and then they have to split up, and they split up, but they never have a reunion, but they're like both still alive. Why not? That is so annoying. Okay, now this next question is what I'm worried about. Which writer or writers do you feel overrated or overhyped? I want to put a disclaimer out so bad. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to get so much hate for this. Anyway, so I have to say, I don't think that anyone is like overrated, but a writer that I could not get into any of her books, unfortunately, which a lot of people could, was V.E. Schwab. For me, there was just something missing in her books. I will read Vengeance because I liked that series, but I didn't really like A Darker Shade of Magic. I don't know, and I think I didn't like it because it was so freaking hyped. What are your least favorite books you've read since starting BookTube? Okay, so I've only read 2 books that I don't really like since joining BookTube, and that would be A Daughter of Smoke and Bone and Days of Blood and Starlight. And I don't know. I think that these were also really hyped, and there's a lot of tropes that I don't like in these books, like insta-love. Oh, so insta-lovey, and I was just like, and you don't really find out why. Like, there's a reason why it's insta-lovey, but you don't find that out until like the end of the book. And so I was just like, why are they like this? Why? It doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, so yeah, these books, and I got like this far into Days of Blood and Starlight until I like DNF'd it, and I was like, I can't do it. I just can't. I'm not gonna waste my time. I don't know. I just don't really like it. But I like her other books. I loved Strange the Dreamer. I loved that book. Okay, a terrible ending that ruined an otherwise quality book. And this one actually gave me the most trouble. When I read books that I don't like, it's usually the ending that saves it for me, because that's when like the climax happens and things like that. But this is actually a book that I loved, and then the ending sucked. And that is Me Before You. Okay, so there's spoilers for Me Before You. And when I take my hands down, that means I'm done talking about it. And so Me Before You, like, I love the book. I thought it was great. I thought that their relationship was fantastic. But I mean, the fact that this book was portrayed as like having a disability meant like the fact that he died at the end just really pissed me off, and the way that he died at the end made me even more mad. But he was a quadriplegic, and he would get sick sometimes, and that would wreak havoc on his nervous system and his immune system. But he wasn't like terminally ill, and it seemed like he just wanted to die because he couldn't live like his old life where he was like partying all the time and doing all this and that, and I just didn't like that. He couldn't like ride his motorcycle, but I mean, there are people in this life that love him, and Lou just brings so much love and kindness to him, and I just feel so bad for Lou. I think it was because I loved Lou so much that I was just so mad. Anyway, so yeah, this is the book. This is the book that the ending ruined it for me. Which fictional characters do you wish were not killed off? So this is spoilers for Mistborn. Kelsey are in Mistborn because, like, what? I was so shocked. That, usually I'm, like, really good at guessing what's coming in books. But that, man, that just, and it threw me for a loop, and I was just like, I was so shocked. And I couldn't handle it. And I didn't handle it very well. But anyways, so yeah, that one. What are some of your bookish pet peeves? And I have a lot. Thin pages is my number one because I'm really hard on books. If you've seen some of the books I've held up during my other videos, I'm so hard on books. And if, like, sometimes I will rip those stupid thin pages just turning the page to read a book. And I'm just like, what? They shouldn't be this thin. Let's see, stickers on books, that sucks. Yeah. Grammar issues in ebooks really annoys me because I read a lot of ebooks just because it's easier to get them. Yeah. And I would say spoilers and synopsis on the back, like on the blurbs, and then blurbs that don't go with the book, like when the publisher wants to, I don't know, advertise it as something that it's not, is really annoying because then I get this book and I waste my time on it. So I don't like that. What are some books you feel should get more recognition? And I would say the Winter Night trilogy. It's adult fiction. It is by Catherine Arden. I just got introduced to them like a week ago or so. And I just finished The Girl in the Tower, and that book is phenomenal too. I haven't heard much about it. Like, I've been on BookTube for 2 years now. Well, not on BookTube making videos, but like lurking for 2 years now, and I haven't heard anything about it. And so I finally found it and was like, okay, I have to read this. So I did. What are your thoughts on censorship and banning books? Okay, so coming from, like, as in countries and states and such banning books, I don't think that should happen at all. I think that we all have that freedom to read what we want, and that we should keep that freedom to read what we want. I do think that, like, we need to be careful with, like, the age groups and who's reading what in schools and stuff. I mean, just because, like, kindergartners can't be reading The Hunger Games or something like that. People need to be, like, old enough to be able to handle what they're reading, is in my opinion. Who do I tag? I tag Zoe Reads, Scribble Maven, the Bibliofeline, Nettle Books, the Entish Reader, and Books with Nahid. Okay. That is my video, and I had a lot of fun making it. Thank you for watching. Okay, bye.